the tape for this bantamweight scrap. All right, to get us started now, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Thomas Tominhas Almeida! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC lightweight champion, Frankie, the answer, EDGAR!
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we are back in London, England, as the UFC continues to make its presence felt here in the UK, and has the crowd on hand as usual here tonight.
When the UFC expanded, when the UFC started going all around the world and becoming a global sport, London was a target area. England was a target country because you understood how much the fans care about sport. You watch it in the football game. You watch it, hear that? Football. You watch it in the way that they show up. The UFC approached this place. The UFC targeted England. We went there, and every time the fans have showed up.
EDGAR gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Gotta show up the defense here, though. Right hook attempt. That's a miss.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out.
Archie's starting to see some swelling upstairs now.
He's taking way too many shots to the head. You gotta move your head. You cannot be on a straight line. Otherwise, you will take shots, and that shot, and those shots leads to your face starting to swell.
Decent right hook attempt, but it's no good. He could be in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He doesn't know if he's in the octagon or at his mama's house for Thanksgiving. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done.
All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
The strikes continuing to pile up. 27 total strikes have landed for Frankie EDGAR. All right, so the uppercuts have been a big part of the storyline in this one, but the setups have really been key for him. He's not telegraphing that strike, and the opponent hasn't been able to adjust.
He has not been able to see them. It's a very tricky punch, especially in the way that he throws it. He throws it at a time when you expect so many different strikes, but it's because he has such a vast knowledge of just finding that strike.
Oh, almost like you saw the skin swell right away after he landed that strike.
So that trainer's gonna have to bring in the end swell to try to deal with the swelling, because this guy is getting pieced up.
20 seconds left. Second round, straight ahead. All right, so let's see how he responds here, DC, after a big round for his opponent, courtesy of those leg kicks.
I mean, he landed so many leg kicks. It's hard to understand how his opponent is not checking any of them. What is he doing in the octagon that is confusing him so much? But until his opponent answers those questions, it is not on him to change anything. Continue to throw those kicks.
Round 2 here. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Well, we see this a lot, DC, but this instance, it's particularly surprising to see a wrestler on his level not attempt to change the level.
I don't understand it. You know, when you have that weapon, when you have that ability to take people to the ground, you have to use it. Even if it's to set up your striking, I don't understand why he is not trying to change his level, get to the hips, and get takedown.
Well, no surprise to see him rinse. That's just over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going lower, then come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch. What a fight. Both of these guys are trying to finish.
And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. Well, the calf kick's all the rage, but he's not discriminating, attacking the thigh pretty effectively.
Yeah, we have seen that time and time again. Start a mixed martial arts, people throw leg kicks. Right now, you can...
Wobbled now.
Wow, what a fight!
Oh, another huge ground strike landed by him there. How much more can one man take? Back to his feet. Oh, big shots raining down.
There will be no yellow flag for targeting. This ain't football. In fighting, it's all fair, and it's getting worse.
Motioning for his opponents to stand back up here.
Beautiful kick.
Well, you got to think he's happy with this performance here tonight. Essentially just the right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
Well, you got to think it's only a matter of time. Yup, referee stopping the action here. That swelling is getting out of control. This might be the end, DC.
It's bad. I mean, it's a lot of swelling. And it's the damage that he has taken over the course of the fight that is making him swell to a point that I don't know if he can continue.
And it looks as though he is going to allow the fighter to continue. So a nice pop from the crowd as that decision is made. He's got to go for it now, though. All right, so the ringside position has made his way back to his seat. The referee gets the action back on the... Oh, big left hook there. Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You'd think he's got to go in and just get him out of there.
Well, he's trying, but he gets a little bit anxious. So he starts to throw a lot of punches and not the right punches. And because he's throwing so much, he keeps missing. And by doing that, he's missing chances to end this fight.
All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, so now this damage really bears watching, right? His face compromised, and you got to think it's going to start affecting his output as well offensively.
Well, you got to look from the start to make mistakes. Trying to overcompensate for all the shots that he's taken to the face, for all the swelling. I have seen on many occasions where someone has massive swelling and they struggle. Look for this guy to start to mess up a little bit in there.
All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much. And if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defense.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Oh, heavy shots raining down. Edgar gets back up. Oh, another ground strike gets through. Posture's up now. Oh, and delivers. Huge punch to the head there.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground.
Oh, right into mouth.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Oh, good jump. Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. Oh, look at that. He leapt up and landed the diving punch to the head. Frankie Edgar working hard for the finish here. And back to his feet. Well, maybe ill-advised to be competing off your back, but he's landing. Well, good dexterity and movement here on the ground to avoid any further damage, courtesy of that ground and pound. Nice job off of his back by Almeida.
This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
Well, he put so much stuff. Beautiful diving strike land.
You have to fight back.
All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
And once he got to the top, he started to land brutal ground and pound until the fight was called off. Just a dominant performance from the top position.
We sent it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 38 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Frankie, the Answer, EDGAR.
Iron Army, stand up. The celebration is on in Toms River, New Jersey, and beyond. Their guy, the Answer, Frankie Edgar, getting his hand raised yet again.
Well-rounded skill, great cardio, great pressure, great wrestling and top control. Frankie Edgar once again showed why he's one of the best fighters in the UFC's history.